Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, I want to bring something to your attention that I guess for those who didn't watch First Take, Max Kellerman brought up. And it coincides to what I've been telling you guys, for years about the Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas Dream Team scandal or Dream Team Gate, Isaiah Thomas being left off the roster. Now, I want to say this and I want to make this very clear. I'm not disputing what other people who believe it was solely Magic Johnson who had Isaiah Thomas, removed from consideration of being on the original Dream Team. But at the end of the day, I don't believe, and I stand by what I say. And please respect my opinion. Please don't come on here saying I'm wrong and all that type of shit, because at the end of the day, respect my opinion. I've been following this story for over 20 years. Okay? This is a story that I kept close tabs on from the whole time when it first happened. And reports say otherwise, that Michael Jordan did play a role in Isaiah Thomas not being part of the original Dream Team roster. Now, in case you guys don't know, I did a video where Rob Thorne said he never had a discussion about Isaiah Thomas being on or being left off. Now, they're saying that Magic Johnson played a role in it. Now, here's where things get funny. There have been several reports before Magic Johnson ever wrote a book. This was 15 years ago, that a report came out that Michael Jordan said if Isaiah Thomas played on the Dream Team, he would not play. I told you it was all about Michael Jordan. And Max Kellerman verified what I knew, that Michael Jordan had final say-so over the roster. They cleared that entire roster with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan could have added who he wanted or left off who he wanted. Okay? I know Michael Jordan have diehard fans that believe he can do no wrong, but I'm sorry. I'm not one of them dudes that believe that there's a perfect person in the world. And Michael Jordan has did plenty of wrong, which he has admitted to a certain degree, which I believe now he's starting to come around and admit certain things that he wish he would have redid. Okay? So like I said, please respect my opinion. But this is fact. Michael Jordan had final say. Christian Laettner had no business being on that Dream Team. He was a college player. It was supposed to be pros. Michael Jordan could have said, hey, I don't like Isaiah Thomas, but he should be on the roster. And we're talking about John Stockton and everything. Look, John Stockton was a great basketball player. Didn't like John Stockton. Didn't like him at all. Okay? But you cannot tell me that he should have been on that team over Isaiah Thomas. That's just not true. And then at the time, Magic Johnson was retired. So I do believe that there was some kind of conversation. Like I said, once again, this is going to fly over some people's head. Michael Jordan had final say over the roster. Michael Jordan, once again, had final say over the roster. He could have put his feelings aside and said, hey, Isaiah Thomas should be on here. And look, I don't have a problem with Michael Jordan not wanting Isaiah Thomas on the roster. It's not that I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with it at all. But the problem that I have is people trying to play this role like Michael Jordan is totally innocent and Isaiah Thomas being left off the roster. I do not believe that for a second. You cannot tell me when it's verified that Michael Jordan had final say over the roster. He had an opportunity to say, hey, I want Isaiah Thomas on here, despite how I feel about it, and he didn't. So as far as I'm concerned, he played a role in Isaiah Thomas not being on the roster. Case fucking closed. This is your boy Town Biz. Enough said.